Hey, it's Ramsey Dewey over here in Shanghai, China. Welcome to another edition of Q&A with the Coach. Today we have a question from Philosophy and Critical Thinking. Cool. Hi Ramsey, I'm a purple belt, but my training is very sporadic nowadays. At times I'll be gone for months. Ooh. Yeah. I know how that feels right now with this extended 3-month plus quarantine here in Shanghai, China right now because of the coronavirus. When I do train, of course, I am usually rusty. I get nervous when wrestling brand new people. This is because of our general rule to tap out newcomers quickly during the first wrestle to show that it works. Interesting. Most of the time, it's not an issue, but sometimes if I get a newcomer who is strong, naturally skilled, it becomes a difficult wrestle. Should I be wrestling new people or have others who are training regularly do it? I am wondering about this. Not so much should you be doing it, but rather should that be a general rule to tap out newcomers quickly during the first wrestle to show that it works. That's an interesting general rule. I think, yeah, there is a lot of pressure when you have a belt. When you have a certain color, when you're a higher rank, to perform a certain way. If you're wearing a black belt, for example, and some dude walks in on the street who's never even heard of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and that black belt is unable to submit that guy, it looks bad. Makes that black belt look bad. And as a purple belt, that's a fairly advanced rank. For those who don't understand Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a purple belt means you're pretty dang good at Jiu-Jitsu. A purple belt, in the estimation of most, should be able to not just tap out average nobodies who don't know Jiu-Jitsu, but they should be able to put up a pretty good fight against a black belt or a brown belt. There are a lot of purple belts out there, athletic, technical purple belts, who are just incredibly good grapplers. And they should probably get promoted. So I get it. I understand. I understand that feeling. It's a pressure that I've often felt as a coach when somebody new comes in, that I have to show them I have something to teach you. Now, is the best way to show them I have something to teach you to tap them out as quickly as possible? I like to play a game of cat and mouse a lot when I roll. Going for a quick submission, smashing a guy as quickly as possible, it's not always fun. I like to roll for fun. And sometimes, especially with newer guys, I will let them play. I'll let them try whatever the heck they want. I'll let them get the good positions. Let them try to sink a choke in. Let them try to tear my feet apart, or whatever it is they're trying to do. And sit and watch. And then when they notice he's not even doing anything and this isn't even working, what's going on? I think that often can teach a great deal more than simply squishing the guy. Sometimes. Some people need to be squished. Not everybody does. Some people just need to understand that I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. Teach me how to do it right. So there are different ways to get that message across. That is a weird policy. I mean, it's like this unspoken rule, I guess, in a lot of places, especially with the coach, with the instructor. But as far as the students, do you have that spelled out somewhere at your gym? Is that an actual rule in writing on the wall? Like, upper belts must squish the new guys as quickly as possible so that they will be impressed. Maybe ask some questions about that policy. But if you are uncomfortable rolling because you feel like, I'm going to get embarrassed, that's a terrible motivation. Get embarrassed. Get embarrassed. Because that gets you properly motivated. I mean, what are you trying to do with these new guys by squishing them quickly? You're trying to get them in a state of mind where they realize there's a lot to learn here, so I need to step up my game. Are you afraid of having that experience yourself? About getting squished so that you have that epiphany. I need to step up my game. I understand that because anytime we have a position of authority, including a higher belt level, even though you are not the coach at the gym, it's still a step of authority, if you will. It is incredibly easy to abuse that authority. And an abuse of that authority can be as simple as saying, I'm going to sit this one out so my pride doesn't get hurt. If you're genuinely afraid of getting injured, like physically injured, okay, sit it out. If some beastly monster strongman guy comes in the gym and you look at him and think, man, I haven't trained in 3 months, I'm going to get physically hurt rolling with this guy. Sure, pass the buck along to, that gym enforcer who's a big, strong, technical guy who's able to handle that situation without anybody getting hurt. But if it's a simple situation of, I'm not going to be able to armbar this guy in 30 seconds. I'm not going to be able to get him to tap to a choke in 30 seconds. And so I'm going to feel embarrassed. Screw that, man. Step it up. You got that belt, that purple belt around your waist for a reason. Because your coach believed in you. Believe in yourself. Thanks for the question. Now get out there and train.